Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds... It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mariota on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. And the starting offense now for the Giants.
And last night we were discussing some of the changes they've made offensively during the offseason, and we know it helps for them to have the first game at home. Hopefully this crowd, which we saw coming in, they've been here for a while, ready to go. You and I should have joined the tailgates, that's for sure. They're going to give them plenty of encouragement. They'll try and ride that wave and get their first victory of the year.
First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Mariota to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The starting 11 defensively for the Bears.
When I watch Khalil Mack play, I just see fury, passion, and incredible athleticism. This guy can flat out play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. On 3rd down, Mariota. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And the Giants send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by Russell Wilson. Of course, he won a Super Bowl on this very field back in 2014.
And it had to be especially sweet because no matter how much he plays it off with people like you and me, hearing all the time that a quarterback of his stature, less than 6 foot tall, could not win a Super Bowl, and he played a big role in getting that done, has to be sweet to him.
Now we don't have to talk about small quarterbacks as much.
No, not nearly as much. They still have more to prove, but Russell Wilson's kind of the patron saint for them now.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, this one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Play action. Now Wilson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And let's take a look at the Bears offense.
Obviously a tough test for this offense right out of the gate. Road game in game 1 of the new year. Conventional wisdom says, go slow, take care of the football. I think in this case, attack early and get the home team back on their heels.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And he'll give it here to his running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness
that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. That'll be caught by Rice. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. New York set to take the field. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. 3rd and long here for Mariota. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 17 yards and a giant 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11 and a giant 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
To throw is Mariota. And a completion to Wilson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a giant 1st down. A 1st down carry for Smith. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On 2nd down now, Barkley. And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. Give him 6 yards in the 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So don't say nothing.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Finds his tight end Ingram. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone, and unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And Rosas puts this one through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Jim.
Throw left side complete. It's Fleming. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
New York set to take the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Get ready.
1st down, Mariota. Wilson's got it complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Mariota now to throw on first down. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6, Mariota. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. On 2nd down now, Barkley. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Mariota. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Galvin away and bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 47 yards. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today, a guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Here's Wilson. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Jeffrey Simmons breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
From the 15 now after the sack. It's third and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Ready? 180. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 180.
On second and 12, Mariota. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Giants on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is third down and 12. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up fourth down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
They run with Barkley on first down, and he gets about 5 out of it. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. This is Barkley.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first down, Smith. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it now with Smith. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing, Mariota. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Rosa's kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Let's get it.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Wilson. That'll go as a pickup of 8, and that is incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Wilson. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Wilson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down now, but the clock continues to move. To throw is Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fleming. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Wilson will throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And this is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. To throw again is Wilson. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bears have retaken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. Now, he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 3rd down, Barkley. And a tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Mariota to throw it. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where it was the Eagles who come away with the home victory. Nyheim Hines, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. Next, we take a trip down the coast to Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And it was the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars that go home with the victory. James Conner, well over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run as well. And then one more to highlight, Monday Night Football. As folks, you'll see a good one between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. In our game has been Russell Wilson, who was dynamic, as usual, in that first half. His guys have the lead as we send you back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
One set.
On first down, Wilson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now it's Wilson. And he slings one that's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Wilson. Hard throw, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Chicago. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game, but that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Man open, Rice. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Andrews. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, and he rifles one incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Completes it to Hardman. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Shoving through the defense.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come.
Now Mariota. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Mariota now has hit on 7 of 17 passes, just 41%, but it's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throw left side complete. It's Fleming. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And they give this time to the tailback. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on the
To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Wilson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw, and that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again, Wilson. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Andrews. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Again, Wilson. This will be caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Throwing again here, Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now Wilson. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize.
Got his man and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown as the Bears push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A 10-play drive that time, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case, well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that will be incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. A short throw caught by Andrews. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Now they'll run it on the toss. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Wilson going to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Wilson operating from the gun. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been terrific so far. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
something
well.
else. And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
That one good for 33 and a first. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Mariota. Caught. It's Wilson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Mariota now, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Mariota finds his tight end Ingram. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Mariota. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Mariota, and this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Throwing, Mariota. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Wilson throwing again. That'll be caught by Rice. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Schwartz. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
198, 198, 98 to Mike.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Wilson. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up 4th down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he will fight his way in, not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, we got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
It means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people, but power his way forward.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Marcus Mariota and the offense heading back out for their next possession. With his guys trailing here in the fourth, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2, Mariota. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. 7 yards there and a first down. Mariota now to throw on first down. He's got Allen. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 yards and a giant first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On the draw, this is Smith. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. Here's Mariota.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 17 yards and a giant first down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On first down, Barkley. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And, oh, his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mariota, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's what I'm talking about.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coach, you always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. And to give this time to the tailback. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
4th down, Mariota letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Bears will get the football back. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Throw left side, completion to Rice. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Herndon's got it complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
380! 3 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Chicago, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.